Okay, my speech is on the PlayStation 3. I don't know if all of you guys are gamers, but I will explain why it is the most measurably superior system available for purchase today. Blu-ray, if you guys know what's the new format, is much better than DVD or VHS. You're able to have the video in high definition on large screens. It doesn't look all pixelated, it's actually very smooth. PlayStation 3 is the only console that supports Blu-ray. Also, PlayStation 3 plays its games on Blu-ray discs, allowing for better graphics and more info on one disc, which allows it to only use one disc when it's a very large game. Other consoles say that they can use video games in high definition, but without Blu-ray, they're just up-converting the format, which means they're taking a standard DVD disc that only plays in what's called 480i, which is standard definition, and they try to make it look better, but it doesn't reach the full high definition, which is 1080p. Also, according to CNET, it was February 19th this year, Toshiba actually gave in to Blu-ray, and they stopped producing high-definition DVDs, which allowed Blu-ray to win the video war, which is, again, a Sony product for the PlayStation. Playing the game on the PlayStation 3 has proven to play better than on other consoles. Gameplay is better as opposed to the Xbox 360 because there is less latency. The PlayStation intends to install the game before you play it, so instead of reading the game completely off the disc, it reads it off the hard drive as well, so it's able to read it off both at the same time, which allows for faster loading screens, doesn't take as long to save, and it also allows, again, for better gameplay. On your PS3, you are able to stream all your video, music, and media off your computer onto your PlayStation 3. You set up your computer as a server for your PlayStation 3. You can look it up on YouTube if you don't know how to do it. It takes about 10 minutes to set up. Pretty much if you have family coming over and you have like 100, 150 pictures you want to show everyone, and you have it on your computer, you can actually play it on your big screen through your PlayStation 3. You can also copy the content from your computer on your PlayStation 3 if you don't want to spend time, every single time, just streaming the information. Although the Xbox 360 does support this feature, it does not allow for you to copy the videos or pictures or any media onto the Xbox, and it does not support every single type of picture or video that you're trying to play. Past experiences show that the PlayStation has shown its superiority against other consoles. Like, for example, in about 1997, PlayStation and Nintendo 64. Originally, it was assumed that PlayStation would never survive. The irony of this is that Sony ended up being one of the top players. CDs were inexpensive to make as opposed to cartridges. Although you cannot save information on the CD and you had to buy a separate memory card, prices for the CDs dropped a lot faster than it did for cartridges, and you were allowed for more space on a CD than an actual cartridge as well. PlayStation 2 versus 3 systems, Dreamcast, GameCube, and the original Xbox. It was the first system to come out with a DVD player built into the system. That was actually one of the main reasons why the system was originally purchased. Within the first 2 years that the PlayStation came out, it didn't come out with too many great games. It was just a couple of exclusives, and that was about it. It wasn't until about 2 to 3 years later that it actually started coming out with a lot of games. Dreamcast failed as opposed to PlayStation because they were still using CDs, which was an outdated format, and also they didn't use an encryption on their CD, which allowed everybody to copy the media onto just a blank CD, and you were still able to play it on the console. The GameCube and the Xbox came out a little bit too late. It didn't come out at the same time as the PlayStation 2, which also allowed the PlayStation 2 to overcome both systems. The PlayStation 3 versus the Xbox 360. The standard effective devices for console returns is about 3 to 5% of their total sales. The Xbox 360 reached a 33% effectiveness since it was released in September 15, 2005, which that means 1 in every 3 systems sold worldwide was defective. Microsoft lied to its consumers and reported that only 3% was actually defective on the console. Microsoft was actually sued by a gentleman in Texas, I do not have his name, for the defectiveness of the system. He did not win. They just pretty much just gave him a brand new system. PlayStation overall does have better qualities than the other systems because of what it can do. The Blu-ray, the high definition, being able to copy your media onto it, and it just proves that Sony once again does beat its competitors. Although it is a high cost, about $400 for the system as compared to the Xbox 360, which is $200. The PlayStation 3 will last a lot longer because of what it does contain than the actual Xbox 360. And that's it for me. Thank you.
I need it over here.
What's up? Oh,